Hello everyone. Thank you very much for taking the time to subscribe to the channel and for connecting and reaching out looking for some truth. If you're here, it's because you want to see a UFO video and you're tired of the bullshit, excuse the expression, that's on YouTube, because most of the videos on YouTube about UFOs are not much. Aside from some of the captures that are just, pictures and stuff like that, I want to see real proof. I want to see UFOs in action. Now, these projectiles where I mentioned maybe this UFO was shooting on the surface, hang on. What if the UFO is actually shooting and even being shot at? Let's analyze this to make sense and to make it factual. There's 3 projectiles beside it, not much happening else. Illumination, but look at the projectiles over to the right behind the UFO. Really does look like there is a war going on down there when you're looking at this footage. I'm going to show you a light system. This should be on the news. And what I'm going to show you should be on the news, absolutely on the news. So please, if you come here to the channel and you say, this is not in the news and not many views and not many subs, say to yourself, they may be hiding the channel. It has no choice. There's no doubt about it. Because when I'm going to show you the light system, look at that, projectiles over to the right, past the UFO. What I'm going to show you on the moon will actually change the way you see UFOs and understand them, especially the ones on the moon. All anybody needs is one geometrical shape on the surface of the moon, and that's enough proof that somebody put it there. They don't form by themselves. Here's one of 2 that I'm going to show you in this video. Of course, here, one of my favorite areas, all the lines on the surface that I showed now 2 years apart, a year and a half apart, they're still there. That square, rectangle, still there. And by descending the exposure, quite simply, no manipulation, I'm able to show it. Look at it. We have shapes on the moon that are absolutely incredibly exposed right before our eyes. We don't have to do any manipulation to the surface. We have lines going to and from these geometrical shapes on the surface. Pretty cool. I'll show you it once again inside of Mare Serenitatis, a nice rectangle. Let's go to the Apollo 17 supposed landing site. And I get trolls telling me, Bruce, they didn't go to the moon. Watch the video, please, before commenting. So check it out. Nice exposure descended. Clear shot, sharpened just enough to be able to see all the structuring on the surface. And yeah, imagine for years people were telling me, Bruce, it's pixelation, which is absolutely ridiculous because anybody and any of you can right away, every single area that I'm showing you on the moon, you can go see in a NASA image to be sure that I'm not manipulating the surface. What's that you say? NASA doesn't show the craters that close? That's right. They really don't, right? Do they have any images of craters that close? Well, of course they do. This is the Mons Argaeus that you just saw. These videos are here for the ones who know exactly what's going on up there. Even though we know, we don't know, that which country, or that we don't know if it's secret projects or aliens or humans, it doesn't matter. We can still see what's up there. And sun reflection does not reflect under clouds. This is a cloud on the moon, a dust haze or surface or cloud, and you're seeing lights flickering on the surface, meaning those lights that are moving under those clouds and hazes, they're either explosions, it's traffic, it's something. But it's not the sun, that's for sure. I have recent videos that I showed, and long ago also. This is near Copernicus crater. Right in the top is Copernicus, that bright white light. A tower, or tunnel. Sorry, tunnel. What do you think of that? Do you know that this is the same area? Same area, different day. Why is there a tunnel going to a platform with lights and smoke? Come on, you have to be pretty, with all due respect, you have to be pretty stupid not to be able to see what's on the moon. I don't believe anyone that comes here that tells me they don't see anything, first of all. And you can comment all you want with as many channels as you want, but people come here will see the truth. It's no 2 ways about it. Copernicus on the top, what do you think of that? You want to see another tunnel right near Copernicus. yet again another date and time that the image was taken. You want to see repetitive incidents of the same areas being retaken each year? Sure, there's a tunnel. That manipulated surface that you see there is right beside Copernicus crater. And now, do you guys and gals believe me that this one rectangle proves that there's construction on the moon? You don't need more than one capture. What would a rectangle be doing on the moon? Are you going to tell me that there's something natural that forms a rectangle? Good friggin' luck, because it doesn't. Somebody constructed these areas, their boundaries on the moon. Everywhere. All over the moon. Construction, signs of construction. You can see them quite clearly. Let's zoom into what I believe is a constructed object. You can see there's no filtering here. Well, we're also going to look at that other towering object on the base right there. But keep in mind right there, this object as we zoom in. Take a look at that. A base foundation with lights on it. And let me tell you that now they're all documented. If ever there's any construction up there on the moon, as much as one dot that appears, one dot, it'll have to be either a meteor strike or construction. So now we're going to see if there's any construction on the moon, and soon we'll know. Hey, we're talking about some serious, top secret, advanced, classified stuff that I was able to get my hands on by myself with my own telescope. Whether it be by chance, whether it be by intelligence, who really cares? In reality, I have the video of a light system on the moon or UFO traffic on the moon. There's no jokes about it. It's confirmed. That's for sure. We're talking about a confirmation. Confirmed. It shows us and tells us that there's something going on the moon. Listen, I'm going to shoot some theories out there. Teleportation. We're seeing lights shifting from area to area. What we're going to go see right now is a light system. Could be that the UFOs have a light system, whatever. I'm going to show you where the UFOs that are appearing in live footage are going to land before it appears in the footage. Because there's an illumination hundreds of kilometers at 3 points around an illuminating UFO that's thrusting up before taking off. And the light points hundreds of kilometers around the UFO light up simultaneously. But it just so happens that the UFO that lights up goes to one of those areas that light up. And the other UFOs that appear afterwards, looking at the slowed down footage, appears where those lights are appearing. So the UFOs are parked on the craters. They're parked on the surface of the moon. Some of them are leaving the craters. Some of them are arriving to the moon. And I have the proof. So if you're interested in looking at the truth of exactly what's up there on the moon, never mind what anybody says about my channel, please take the time to look at my UFO videos, because it's a finding that should definitely get around the world, or at least in the astronomy community. And for some reason, it's not. Lights down, watch carefully, clean your screen. A UFO is igniting and is lifted off the surface in the big circle on the right, but the other two circles are showing simultaneously an illumination at the same time. But it just so happens that the UFO is going to go to that one of those light sources that was illuminated. So now you're going to see it go there and cross over. And see the lights there before it arrives. But now watch it lift up off the left side, and it's going to go forward and leave a trail of smoke behind it. They are literally on the craters. There it is. You can see it lifting up off the surface. And then when you examine them, it seems that often there's a light still on the surface underneath them, whether it be, I don't know, teleportation or whatnot. So on the right, those little lights, they're hiding in the lights. All the areas of the moon that you see bright lights, the UFOs are actually hiding in them. So it's not just UFOs, it's a light system. The UFOs are connected to the surface somehow, or it's a transportation on the surface. Look at these lights, these big bright fires roaming around on the moon, changing places. Let's see that fire once the UFO leaves on the surface. Something happens to that bright light left on the surface. There's something else in this light. Watch, you'll see the UFO leave, and then the light will completely disappear. Analyze it. Watch. And there's the light that fizzes out. Proof, Ace of Space, that UFOs absolutely exist. Huh, Rick? Got a lot of intriguing trolls on the channel that are trying once again to shush me up, I guess, about talking about the moon. I don't know what it is with them. Well, guess what, Ace? This just proved that somebody built something on the moon, and it's going to go around the world. How long is it going to take? Not long. Not too bright, anyways, I'll tell you that. Ace of Space, astrophotography, which he changes his name, by the way, astrophotography to Ace of Space to astrophotography. Look what he just admitted to having attacked me a few months ago. If it wasn't for my amazing community, this channel wouldn't even exist. Thanks a whole bunch, everyone. I really appreciate it.
This is Houston. Say again, please.